everybody today. So anyway, we thought maybe that if we came to y'all real raw and live and told y'all and discussed some things that people deal with on a daily basis that we deal with on a daily basis. Things such as bullying, weight issues, self-confidence, self-esteem, peer pressure, anxiety, depression. These are things that people, everybody, I don't care who you are, at some point in time in your life, you will deal with one of them, if not all of them. So Zoe and I have candid conversations about every day because she struggles more than I did as a teen because
the world's cruel.
Yeah, I mean, things are harder for teens these days. You have 24-hour bullying because of social media. Cyberbullying is sometimes worse than in-person bullying. And I was bullied, or not, I wouldn't say bullied, I was teased about my weight because I've always been overweight since I was in 3rd, 4th grade. And I was teased about my weight. But I handled it differently than Zoe handles it. And people eventually left me alone because they knew that Darlene didn't care. I just laughed with them or just ignored them. And Zoe takes it to heart. Everything that is said to her from peers in public school has formed her into the person that she is today. So far, and that's a person that deals with a lot of anxiety and insecurities, low self-esteem. Some days are better than others. And you know, I talked to her. I said, you know, we're doing this channel because we want to encourage people. We want to make people happy. We want to put a smile on people's face, and we want people to see who we are as people. So we need to talk about these things. We need to let people know who we are, what our life's about, how we feel about ourselves, things that we deal with. And she was like, but I don't want to talk about that because then it makes people look at that. And I'm like, people are looking at things about you regardless if you talk about them or not. Talking about them only lets them know that you, 1, validate that there's a problem, and 2, that you can deal with it, that you're going to hit it face on. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is bullying. Because bullying is the reason that Zoe is no longer in public school.
I dealt with it bad whenever I was in public school. And it was horrible. It was hard. Depressing. Kids are just so mean nowadays and stuff, and people think that they need to be better than everyone else, or no.
What people don't realize is there is 3 different types of bullying. There's verbal, where people actually say things to you, demean you, put you down, pick at you about how you look, how big you are, how small you are, how tall you are, how short you are, what you're wearing because you don't have on designer clothes, name brand shoes, what kind of house you live in. I mean, just everything. So it's verbal bullying where people tell you, make remarks. And then there's psychosocial, where people start rumors about you or tell people that you said this, did this to make other people not like you, and other people start picking at you or bullying you or talking about you. I think Zoe's was more or less the verbal, and then it became psychosocial, as in they started doing it 24 hours a day by social media. Things like Snapchat, Instagram, and it was like, it got to the point that there was one particular little girl that even when I said something to her and addressed the issue, she came back at me like she was an adult responding to me.
And called my mom a hoe.
And was calling me names. And I was like, okay. And what I've tried to make Zoe understand is most people that are bullies get bullied themselves. Usually it starts at home.
Or either are jealous.
Yeah, it's either they're jealous of you because of something. How you look, how you act, how you carry yourself, what type of house you live in, how you dress, and they want to be like that. Or they get bullied themselves. Maybe they have a horrible home life. But it's usually people that are insecure. People that have their own issues, and the way that they deal with it is by demeaning other people, making other people feel less of themselves. So I've tried to make her understand that. But back to when she was in public school. She had some friends that were really good friends, and they stuck up for her, stuck by her, and are still her friends today, even though she's been out of public school since she was in the 8th grade. We pulled her out mid-year in the 8th grade, and she's a senior this year.
And it's the best thing ever. I love it so much.
And one thing that I tried to make her understand is, if bullies do things to you to get a rise out of you, to get a response out of you, if you don't respond and don't let them know it bothers you, then they're not benefiting from it. So they're going to move on, because they do it because they're doing it because they want to get other people to see what they're doing, and they think it makes people like them more if they do something to someone and that person reacts. Then they're putting on a show, so people will be like, oh, did you see what so-and-so did to so-and-so? If you don't react, they don't get anything from it. You're not boosting their ego. So Zoe can't do that. She has a hard time doing that. She wears her heart on her face by her expressions. She might not say anything, but her facial expressions say it all. So we worked with the school. We talked to the school. We talked to the the counselor. We did everything that we could do as parents to try to control it. The school's hands are tied to a point. It starts at home. Talk to your kids. If your kids seem like the type of child that's probably mistreating other kids, putting other kids down, talk to them. Make them realize that that's not the way to act. But I have found that parents that I did go to about some of the kids that were bullying her were bullies themselves. Their response was, it was Zoe's fault kind of thing. When she was an innocent person minding her own business, and they just chose her because she didn't live in a fancy house like they did at the time. Or it was horrible. It was to the point that she would come home every day, Mama, I want these pair of shoes, or Mama, I want this, or Mama, I want that. And I'm like, Zoe, having the same thing that other people have and having name brand stuff does not define who you are as a person. She struggles with that. And even today, it's peer pressure. Kids think that if so-and-so has on this pair of shoes, then I have to have it too, or they're not going to like me. Starts with yourself. You got to like yourself first, and you got to carry yourself with confidence, and let people know that what they think of you does not define who you are. So we work on this on a daily basis, don't we?
Yes.
Because Zoe has such a good heart. She's such a good person. She's got the biggest heart. Will give you the shirt off her back. She wants everybody to like her, everybody to be happy. She's the type of person, she goes above and beyond to try to please other people because she wants them to like her. So, yeah, my mouth's dry. We should have brought some water in here. So, I'll let her talk a little bit and tell you about some of the things that were said or done to her when she was in public school, and how she feels about it and how she feels about herself.
Well, I mean, I mean, what I got called is basically what a lot of other people get called: fat, ugly,
stupid.
Yeah, just words that everyone gets called. And I mean, I didn't really deal with it well. It got to the point where I came home every day crying, didn't want to be here anymore. And still till this day, after all that, it definitely has, I wouldn't say ruined me, but
it scarred you.
Yeah, bad. And how I feel about myself, is that what you said?
Yeah.
How I feel about myself,
on a good day, how do you feel about yourself?
On a good day, I feel, happy, good about myself, pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And on a bad day, whenever I'm down, what I usually like to do is I usually like to stay in my room, sleep all day long, don't do anything.
Cry. Listen to sad music.
And then stuff that I usually do to like help me with it and make me feel a little bit better is I will usually just color and play like happy music. That helps me get like through it too.
You have guinea pigs.
Oh yeah, I have 2 guinea pigs, soon to be 3. I usually will play with them. They make me so happy. Then I have my little doggy over here. And then my mom, of course. My mom is...
I'm her biggest fan.
Yes. I love my mom so much. My mom helps me get through a lot of things too. And I have some friends that help me get through a lot of things too, like Zaria, Michaela, Ryan, Savannah, other people.
Bree,
yeah.
So, she has some positive friends in her life that have stood by there, been there, stood up for her, and who built her up. So, the people that were negative, I think she still may see them on social media, but now that she's not a daily reminder to them, like not seeing them on a daily basis, they pretty much have forgotten Zoe exists, which is awesome. Social media is a good thing, but social media is so hard on teenagers.
Yes.
Everybody compares themselves to everybody. And I've never been that type of person. I've always been the type of person I beat to my own drum. I never had to have name brand clothes. I never had to have the latest thing that was out. I never had to feel like everybody liked me. I never had to be a part of the in crowd. I was just a kid that got along with everybody, whether you were poor, rich, whatever. I was just kind of like the happy medium kid. I was just me. I did what I wanted to do. I didn't worry about what others thought. It didn't define who I was. It didn't define how my day was going to go. And my son Zachary's like that. He is just Zachary. He don't care what you think. He's going to do what he wants to do.
See, I'm the opposite.
Zoe is totally opposite. She takes everything everybody says to heart. So we thought, she kept saying, Mama, I want to do this YouTube channel. But I felt like it was going to be something that she wouldn't be able to deal with. First negative comment she got, it would shut her down. So I kept pushing it off. Well, she's about to be 18. Life's real. Life's hard. And she's got to learn how to deal with those type of people. So now's the perfect time. So far it's been a positive experience. We haven't had any negative. On videos that I feel like we will get negative, I block where comments don't come through. I can see them and I can release them to show. That kind of protects her to a sense. But most of our videos, I've left it open for comments. And I'm sure it's going to come a day when there's going to be negative ones. And we're going to deal with it. And because she's going to deal with every type of person there is in this world. Always, on a daily basis. And for her to be a productive adult, she's got to learn how to deal with it. So, we talk on a daily basis. Like I said, I'm her biggest cheerleader. I love my kids. All of them. Whether they're my biological kids or not. And don't mess with my kids. Is all I got to say. I am a true mama bear. Zoe struggles with self-esteem. Some days she's like, well, Mama, I know I'm pretty. I feel pretty. I know I'm smart. I feel smart. And then some days she's like, nobody likes me. I'm stupid. I can't do this. I can't do that. Why do I struggle with this? Why don't I understand this? Why can't things come easy to me? Why do I have to be overweight? Why can't I be skinny like her? Why can't I have the same type of body she's got? Look at her. She's gorgeous. I never felt that way, so it's hard for me to understand it to a degree, but I do, because I know that society makes us feel like we have to fit in and we have to look like everybody else. God didn't make us that way. He made us all to look how we are supposed to look. And you have to love yourself. I struggle, yes. Some days I'm like, oh my God, this weight, it keeps me from doing this. Or my knees hurt because of my weight. Or I wish I could wear that outfit she's got on, but they probably don't make it in my size. Those are the type of struggles I deal with weight. Not that, oh my God, that person's looking at me because I'm overweight. Whereas Zoe, how do you feel if you're going into a store, or have to do something? What goes through your mind when it comes to your weight?
Like if I see an outfit?
No, like if you're getting ready to go in a store, what are you thinking in your head? What are people thinking of you? Like I know you said, I don't want to go in there because they're going to be looking at me. That kind of thing. Like what goes through your mind if you have to get up in front of people?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Like when we have family,
I ain't doing it.
When we have family game night. And it's
now, whenever we have family game night, and if I'm around just family, and there's no, like, camera out filming me, then, okay, I'm fine. I won't care. It's just my family.
But when we add people in, whether it be friends that we know and she's real close with and know, she kind of shuts down. When we did the family game night video, I don't know if anybody paid any attention, but Zoe, when other people are around and it's not just family, and she does anything that could possibly, she say the wrong thing or not have the right answer or not act a certain way, she second guesses everything she says and does. And if y'all didn't notice in the game night video, that's what she did. It was like, you can see the fear and anxiety in her eyes that, oh my God, I'm going to have to answer a question, or oh my God, how am I going to do this? She second guesses everything she does, and I want her to get past that. I want her to learn that she is who she is. If you second guess it yourself, then you're only putting doubt in other people's mind. You have to come off as confident as can be. Whether you have your act together and know what you're doing or not, you need to present yourself as, I know what I'm doing, I got this. Because confidence comes off as strength. When you show weakness, people don't think that you're strong. When actually weakness shows that you're stronger than most. But she thinks about when we walk into a store, they're looking at us because we're overweight. I don't want to walk up there and ask because people are going to look at me. So when she started when we took her out of public school and we started homeschooling, that was one of the first things we started working on, was sending her in the store by herself to buy things, giving her a list, and y'all, the difference. And that was something that she couldn't get in public school. Yeah, it was something I could do in the evenings, but this girl could cook better than I could with some things. We started doing things that I knew that she would need in life. And that was to be able to go in the store, buy things, have a list, know what she needs to get, pay for it with cash, be able to count out that money and give it to the person. Now we don't do with cash as much, but, know that when they gave her the change back, that it was the correct change. To know how to ask for directions, to know how to react to people, to conversate with people, know how to do laundry, know how to cook, know how to clean, know how to do things that she was going to have to know how to do regardless of what type of job she had. It was day-to-day, everyday things that she would need to know how to do. So homeschooling has definitely helped her in the sense that she could probably do a lot more than most kids that are in public school. So Zoe has struggled academically, and being homeschooled has helped that. Because
big time.
We pretty much took her back to 3rd grade math and stuff when we started homeschooling, because I felt like she had missed out on the basic foundation, because she had ADD bad, and so she missed a lot of things. So we finally gotten over that. She's outgrown that, and now she actually does pretty good. She's pretty self-sufficient in doing her classes and stuff.
Like right now I'm doing algebra.
Yeah, they have to have algebra for graduation, and we put it off because I didn't have to have algebra when I was in school. I went to college and got away with not doing algebra. So I was like, I am not the person that's going to be teaching you how to do algebra. So we put it off until this year. And she's actually doing pretty good.
I think I have a B right now in algebra.
So she just needed to get confidence in her abilities. So what else do you want to talk about?
But to all the people that have helped me get through everything, and to all my friends that I still have that are still hanging on with me, and to my mom, my family, I love each and every one of y'all so much. Y'all have no idea. I would do anything in the world for any of y'all, and I'm pretty sure y'all know that. I'm a really loving friend. And
she's a giver.
Oh yeah, big time.
And she gets it honest, because I'm the same way. I'll give a person a shirt off my back. I might financially can't help you, but if there's a way that I can, I will find a way. If the person comes to me, a little given to a fault that we have learned you can't always give, because not everybody. Some people take advantage of it. Not everybody.
Oh yeah, big time.
If a person doesn't want to help themselves, then you're giving them a handout. If they want to help themselves and they're trying to do better, then you're giving them a hand up. So we've had to learn to differentiate between who wants a handout and who wants a hand up, because it makes a difference. Another thing that we've been working with Zoe is she has anxiety that is out the roof. Like, describe to them how you feel when you have an anxiety about something.
I don't sleep. My mind is steady going. I freak out, have panic attacks. And that's pretty much it.
Your heart races, you get hot. you feel like you can't breathe kind of thing. Not, you ain't gotten to the point that you feel like you're hyperventilating or anything, but something simple as going in a grocery store sometimes, like, she gets anxiety.
Oh yeah. Like whenever me and my mom go out, and if my mom has to go in a grocery store, my mom will sometimes ask me, "Do you want to go in the grocery store?" I'm like, "No, I'll stay in the car." Like, it just depends on my mood. Like, if I want to go in the grocery store, then I'll go, but sometimes I don't. Like, ever since this mask stuff where you gotta wear a mask in order to go in a grocery store, most of the time I don't go in a grocery store with my mom anymore because I hate the mask.
Because you think about it, a person with anxiety that already the heart's racing, they feel like they can't breathe, put a mask on.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like the mask. I mean I love the mask because you can't see my face, you know. But
Really?
but then again, I don't like it because I feel like I can't breathe. Like, it gives me like major anxiety even more.
Yeah.
But
so, you know, Zoe was a little skinny mini, and so skinny that we worried about her not gaining weight when she was younger. And then she hit puberty and she started putting on weight. And what most people don't realize is when you see an overweight person, stop and think about it. That person might be overweight because of health issues. So Zoe's weight basically stems from several diagnoses that she has that causes people to be overweight. Which, you know, we're not going to go into details of what those things are, but what people don't realize is some people, no matter how hard they try, will never be skinny. Yes, we can lose some weight. I mean, we can eat healthy, we can exercise, and we can take off some weight. But she is never going to be paper thin. Like, in her mind, she feels like she needs to be for society to, and her friends, to some people, the world to
like
accept
me.
her and like her and want to be her friend. So think about it the next time that you see somebody that's overweight. Are they overweight because they sit around and eat all the time, or are they overweight because there's underlying health problems? A lot of people don't think about that. Think about the words that you say to people on a daily basis. Something simple, as in somebody doing something that you would have done different, or said something and you're like, that's stupid. That one word can cut so deep into a person that they'll never forget it. So think about it. Think about how you respond to people, how you treat people. Treat people how you want to be treated. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Move on. So these are some of my tips, and that I've tried to get Zoe to do, like self-talk to yourself. So instead of this saying, I'm dumb, say, oops, I made a mistake. Saying, no one likes me, say, well, I like myself. It doesn't matter if you don't like me. I'm a bad person. I did something bad, but that doesn't make me a bad person. I give up. I never will be able to do this. Instead of saying, I give up, I can't do this, say, this is really hard, but I'm going to keep trying until I can do this. I never get anything right. It's not that you don't get anything right. You just can't get everything right. So just say, I haven't figured this one out yet, but I'm going to get it right eventually. I'm not good enough. I am good enough. I am worthy. I love myself. So how you perceive yourself and how you carry yourself is how other people are going to perceive you. So So I'm going to get Zoe to read 2 quotes that I think is helpful. And we're going to close out the video. And please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And let us know, did you like this video? Do you want us to take each topic and maybe go into more detail about how you can handle it and what effects it has? Like maybe do a video on depression, maybe a video on self-esteem, a video on bullying. We're just trying to figure out where we want to go with the YouTube channel. We enjoy the recording, enjoy the family time doing them together. It has really been a lot of fun. So help us out. Tell us what you like seeing more. So I'm going to get her to read these quotes that I would hope that she would live by and you guys will live by and remember.
So, always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you'd ever imagine. It's easy to stand with the crowd. It takes courage to stand alone.
And that's the biggest one. How you react goes a long ways. What you think of yourself matters more than what other people think. And always pick out the positive things about you, the things that you know you do good and they're good about you, and build on those. Don't think about the negative part. Don't think about the things that you don't feel so secure about right now. Build on the good things that you do feel good about, and then work on the things that you don't feel so good about.
Yeah. But that is all that we have for this YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video, and always remember that you are beautiful, you are smart, and you are worthy, and you're worth a lot of things, and never give up. Always keep on trying. And yeah. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And half of the people that watch our videos are not subscribers. So subscribe.
Subscribe.
We need the subscribers. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and hopefully have enough watch hours that we can make a difference. Because if you don't subscribe, you don't watch the videos almost into its entirety or the whole thing, then our videos won't get recommended and pushed out for other people to see. So in order for other people to see our videos and for YouTube to recommend them, we've got to have retention time of people watching, and we got to have subscribers and likes and comments. So help us out, because we are thoroughly enjoying this.
Yes. Big time.
So I hope everybody has a good rest of the day, and thanks for watching.
Bye.